The Loads of Variants mod for Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. What do I say about it? There are loads of variants. 105 new characters. Also probably 105 lawsuits from the damage to people's ears when this mod randomly decides to blast a screeching wail at 100 decibels. And I'm gonna play an entire game of garden and or graveyard ops as every single one of them. Anyway, gonna start off with the Peashooters because two of them have like actual cosmetics rather than being a horrific amalgamation of Garden Warfare 2 hats. First up, Infini Pea. The whole gimmick of this thing is that it fires peas infinitely. Like it just keeps firing. Does not even overheat. It just keeps going and going like my yapping. There's also this new upgrade system thing which I thought giving every variant, including the original ones, 10 unique ones that do different things, a good and feasible idea for a single man to do. The ones I'm using on Infini Pea are Infinite Gatling. Gatling refreshes instantly no matter what, but you get horrifically injured every time you use it. Hadron Collider. Move during Pea Gatling. Yes. Move during Pea Gatling. This mod is not very balanced, but don't worry guys, because you do slightly less damage than usual. Also, zombies get zapped with the power of a particle accelerator every time you get near them for some reason. Integer Overflow makes Hyper even more broken, but it inverts your controls. I only put this on because I thought it'd be funny. Anyway, the rules are I have to spawn 4 of the same teammate and play on hard difficulty. I was gonna do crazy, but my team got wiped by a special wave with a bunch of exploding children in it, so I don't think that's happening. I get in Dave's van and then get dropped down into Zen Peak. I summon my legion of Infini Peas, then try to beam jump backwards. Why did I equip this upgrade? I raise the garden and then use my wide array of legitimately obtained minions. 2 elf peas. The wave starts and what is up with that guy? Can't believe this brown coat has unlocked a 200-star chest in the sewers. This is a red zombie. A red zombie. Also, they hit a shitload of damage and have more health. Crown coat. Immediately after killing that guy, one of my Infini Pea legion is then brutally mauled to death by another crown coat. I don't think you and I are gonna get along very well. Wave 2 and uh-oh, it's an elite foe. Elite foes are like champions, except they actually do something rather than just absorb all your damage like a clump of wet mud. This one is Major Missile. His crazy gimmick is that he launches surface-to-air missiles at you with increased frequency. He and all the other elites are also much larger than usual and cannot be stunned or swallowed. We then proceed to gun him down and steal his jewels. The next wave is a challenge wave to not get knocked out. Also, the sound bugged out and now it just keeps playing a noise that is probably what my PC sounds like when it's trying to launch this mod. Uh-oh, a special wave. Also, iconic PvZ character Ted T-Tech makes an appearance. Ted has the ability to get gunned down by Pea Gatling before I can tell what he does. Speaking of Pea Gatling, I keep forgetting it damages you and I just keep almost dying. Yeah, the slots love me some gambling. We also have to beat up an elderly man, so that's fun. Uh-oh, it's the Shepherd, a goat elite that gives every single zombie on the map a 15% damage buff. Die immediately. This soldier then proceeds to get down Mr. President the Goat and dies. The other elite is... Whilst I was distracted by that, all of my allies died, and this horrible old wench keeps cancelling my revives, so I used the power of this janky-ass hyper upgrade to evade his dastardly tactics, and the old man is killed. Whilst waiting for wave 6, one of the Infini Peas just decided that life wasn't worth living anymore and plunged itself into the misty depths of Zen Peak. So we're down a team member for the next wave. Hooray! Wave 6 spawns this horrid pirate called Captain Frostbite and his tiny little imps called Goblins. Anyway, apparently Captain Frostbite is part of a competitive clan and has brought pockets with him and ends up obliterating our entire team. Doesn't help that I use Gatling on low health and just keel over and die. Good job. The next wave 6 is much easier because no elites spawned this time. Okay, wave 7 is a wave. Wave 8 demands that I do not let a zombie damage the guard. Oh god, a pirate themed wave. It's not that bad. barely any deadbeard spawn. There's also this guy who gets stronger at lower health, but he's not much of a threat. Wave 10 and uh-oh, it's a super wave because I was testing something with the super waves and literally every single wave 10 will be a super wave without fail. The super waves work different in this mod. It spawns one Gargantua with big health and damage. When you get it down to a certain health percentage, he spawns a really bright neon white cloud and vanishes, spawning an army of henchmen. However, I had the game design skills of a child with Mario Maker and I thought spamming crown coats was a good idea, and literally my entire team is mauled to death in seconds. Just don't have access to them for the rest of this boss fight now. That's so awesome. The Gargantua reappears and I slowly chip away at his sponge-like health pool until he does the same thing, but this time spams blitzers, including 2 elites called Berserk Jerk, who proceed to keep ramming into the garden until it explodes and I lose. Yeah, I lost big fat red X on Infini Pea. I could keep going until I win, but this video would be so long. Next variant is Cube P. This thing is just Super Commando, but worse.
Oh my god, guys! Legendary Peashooter!
The legendary mode plays music that is copyrighted, so instead I'm just gonna overlay the footage with stock Kevin MacLeod music. Also, the legendary mode doubles the Cube P's ammo to 6. Now it's just lol peep. The upgrades I will run are Accelerated Ascension, which lets me move faster during my legendary mode. Unfolded Manifolds, which fills like half my legendary meter when I kill one guy. And Pocket Dimension, which summons a giant green orb when I use a beam bomb, but it repulses zombies and heals allies. We go to Bone Island and get the elusive Golden Garden, which gives me delectable money that I needed desperately. Cubic P is actually really good in ops. I utterly shred the first few waves. The giant green orb is really good at getting small enemies to leave you alone, which means the wretched crown coats will not be an issue. Wave 4 spams a bunch of ice enemies around, spawning a hover goat with a costume that I don't even think you can legitimately obtain anymore, and an elite Arctic trooper with a ring of snow. I kill him and his head gets lodged in the ground. Wave 5 arrives and it's that damned old man again, as well as an elite with the word offender in its name. The elite keeps blinking in and out of invincibility, which is really annoying, and then proceeds to cause minor audio bugs. However, a foul beast emerges from the depths of the volcano. The admin, an imp that starts firing Reddit downvotes at me. What is this mod? Why is it popular? Why do you like this? I start dying a bit as the old man, the offender, and the admin all begin attacking me. What a colourful cast of PvZ characters. The old man tries to sprint at me, but I put the big green dome up and he just runs in place like a cartoon character. One of my allies then gets downvoted to death, and what the hell? Oh my god, a giant engineer just comes around the corner and starts emanating a horrific red glow. The foul beast stares at me and doesn't really do anything. So it just dies. Transforms back into the admin. Wave 6 is finished easily, but Wave 7 spams champions and elites at me. I hold back the entire wave with one green orb. Truly the most powerful PvZ character. Apparently the old man from the last wave called for reinforcements, summoning the Grand Elder, who proceeds to shit all over my entire team, literally, and then runs away for the next 5 minutes as I try to hunt him down. More champions, that's so awesome. Wave 9 calls me a slur and then starts spamming welders everywhere. Then a big super brains called Super Frustrated spawns and starts hucking fiery balls at me. Oh. But uh-oh, it's a Baron Von Betz wave. Oh no. He starts spawning these emo brown coats, as well as these horrible pink balls called vampiric anchors. And the AI just cannot deal with them because they do not understand the importance of not ramming your head into a glowing pink sphere, apparently. Baron appears again, teleports around, and then spawns Dr. Acula and blah brains. Well, I'm sure we can still pull it through. Oh, brother, this guy stinks! Take 2! I focus the vampiric anchors first, and then kill the elites. Baron appears again and does his Baron Bets thing, like spawn more emo brown coats and leave. And oh my god, Baron reappears, and this time he actually dies. I finally won as we enter the extraction phase. He wouldn't have flung that far if it wasn't for my green orb. I killed him. That was my fault. His desperate scramble to the van will haunt me for the rest of my life. Ah, well, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Look at all that money. QP getting a big comical tick mark for that. Now we move on to Shadow Pea, who is a plasma pea that is crying silver tears with a purple witch hat. Not exactly the same as the source material. Shadow Pea shoots giant black voids instead of peas, and if it kills a zombie, it summons a black hole that follows zombies around and brutally kills them. I'm running the upgrades Concealed, which heals me when I stand next to the horrifying singularities. In Your Face Attitude, which summons a black hole at your location when you land 3 direct hits. And Dark Gatling, which turns you purple when you use Gatling and makes you deal more damage, but you take more damage in return. And oh, that's pretty neat.
Wait, was that a purple zombie?
Shadow Pea lands in Aqua Center. Before the game starts, I have a mental breakdown and start spamming perfume shrooms everywhere. And the first few waves are horrifically easy because every time I kill something, a black hole spawns and obliterates everything in the surrounding area. I desecrate gravestones and then it spawns Ted again. I try to mow down Ted again with my Gatling, but oh my god, that upgrade works with Gatling. Oh, I died. Ted always gets the last laugh. Until he gets chased by about 5 black holes and dies. 2 old men? 2? Of course it counts as actually consuming my Gatling. Thank you, PvZ Gw2. A horrible reindeer appears with the stupid ice debuff thing again, and we spaghettify another old age pensioner, all in a day's work. Wave 6 and 7 are really easy, but a second purple zombie appears, gets obliterated by a black hole, and I steal his magical gem. Noctis will not be pleased.
We gotta stop the huge wave!
I like how the exploding imps don't have a death animation, they just stop. Wave 9 spawns the pirates once more, and oh my god, he's back. Captain Frostbite kills my Shadow Pea very quickly, but Captain Frostbite doesn't know what's about to hit him. I have the power to collapse the sun, swarm that man with black holes. Captain Frostbite has been bested and will probably send me death threats and threaten to leak my IP address, but we're on to the main event. Robot Gargantua. He just wanders around shooting beams and summons a legion of robot foot soldiers, which are not playable in the base game or even in this mod. The Legion of Shadow Pea and Voids destroy the robots effortlessly, and then the big one appears again. He then spawns more robo-soldiers and computer scientists, as well as this elite robo-soldier that makes every single zombie take reduced damage. I need him dead now. After being harassed more, the Robo-Gargantua spawns imp mechs, which all get mobbed to death by the Void. The Robo-Gargantua perishes. Oh, hell yeah. Another win for me. Apparently having the ability to swallow zombies in a dark sphere of death is somewhat helpful. The final pea shooter is a massive eyesore. Sweet Pea shoots sweets.
But if you press the X key or the middle mouse button, then you can double your rate of fire temporarily. Now that's pretty nifty.
I'm going to be using Jelly Bean. Is really funny because when you use the rate of fire increasing ability, or Sugar Rush as it's called, it just flings zombies away. Hyperactive makes me move even faster in Hyper, so that's useful for moving. And then Very Sweet Gatling, which turns me into a heal flower when I use Pea Gatling. Sweet Pea goes to the Colosseum, which used to look like this in this mod for some reason, but it doesn't anymore, which is probably for the best. First few waves are easy again until Meltdown Mel appears and starts emitting green beams and then dies. You should try better, Mel. Wave 4 spams my favorite PvZ free character, Landscaper. Then it spawns this engineer elite called Asset Freezer, which does that a lot. Uh-oh, a boss wave. But this time there just isn't even an old man, so why even bother? There's this Super Brains Elite that has the crazy gimmick of taking more damage at low health. Crazy. Also, the Sweet Peas are called Shadow Peas in the kill feed. Look at that man go. The next wave, I lure a brown coat to the edge of the map and fling him away, but my sins catch up to me and I am blasted in the spine with a shotgun. Wave 7 spams robo-soldiers at me and, that is a playable character. I will not elaborate. After running around the map for 5 minutes, grabbing these yellow circles and fighting an imp with a comically large crown, I encounter another imp elite called Imp Vader, who has the gimmick of daintily hopping at me at half health and then dying. Oh no, you again? At least I know what to expect this time, so I sat there for the next 10 minutes, slowly whittling down the stupid car engine looking thing until it died.
Why is P-Gallic doing this? Just let me use it. What is happening?
Most functional Garden Warfare 2 mod. After playing Ring Around the Rosie for half an hour with these Z-Mechs, I finally managed to kill that stupid toaster. Why do you have so much health? Who gave you that amount of health? We all managed to escape. Oh my god, there are many glowing red children with explosives. Oh well, the Sweet Peas managed to pull through. And now I don't have to look at this abomination of character design anymore. So that's all of the pea shooters put through the horrors of war. If you want me to do more of this sort of thing, then, I don't know,
Maybe you could, show me some support.
Also comment down below what class I should do next, and I will do that class next.